I don't fit in baths, but I'm a bath guy. So sue me. I had a dream the other night. I had huge arms. Then when I woke up, I just had these arms. Just a quick roll call. I wear sandals to take out the trash. Is anybody else? Blueberries and waffles. Whose big idea was that one? Not a fan. That's what I'm saying. I wore a bib last night to try it out. It kept me clean. How many rings do you have to wear before it's weird that you have so many rings on? The bank teller yelled at me for taking too many free pens to the bank. I'm still a feminist, I guess, but she can go to hell. I spilled coffee on my hands at work and yelled the F word. To be honest, I love desserts all the time, not just after dinner. Also, to be honest with you, I'm a huffy man. If you see me riding anything else, you must be on a flying pig. Just kidding, but seriously. I wish I was as happy as the models at Target. I'd be happier with better abs. My son Shane dug up the neighbor's dog and started playing with it. What the hell is a Teletubby? I was in the mall the other day. I was experimenting with fragrances at a kiosk. I looked down. There was a little boy with no eyes pawing at me. His hair came very far into his forehead. No eyes. Pawed at me. Asked me, "Mommy, where's my milk? Mommy, where's my milk? Mommy, where's my milk?" I asked the kiosk vendor if I was the only one who could see the boy. They just laughed. I didn't get what was so funny, so I just kept experimenting with fragrance. I've decided my natural musk is the way to go. I said out loud. No one heard me. The boy kept pawing, looking for milk. I noticed my chest was a little wet. I'd begun lactating. I've never lactated before, and I don't know where this milk was coming from. Out of my control, I began breastfeeding the little boy with the hairy forehead. He had fangs. His fangs, he dragged his fangs over my small nipples. The scarring is light, you probably can't see it. But anyway, that little boy sucked me dry. And I told him, Mommy's all out of milk. 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 Kiosk vendor was still laughing. They hadn't stopped laughing since before. Anyway, I love boat ownership. Looking at comments. No one said anything. Conception of the self is weird. My son Shane snuck gravy into the hot tub last night and vomited in the hot tub last night. Shake my damn head. He's not even my real son. Hope he doesn't see this. He told me about a dream he had. Usually his dreams are pretty boring. But he told me he had a dream he was the sun. He doesn't remember why he was the sun, but he doesn't remember having arms or legs or a mouth. But he remembers being the sun. I asked him, boy, what do you mean? Then I looked down and he had shaved his legs. I was like, why just... My son doesn't shave his legs. My son has hairy legs. Get the hair out of the drain. I've decided that my natural musk is the way to go. Anyway, so I made him put the hair back on his legs. Sometimes it's funny. My platonic partner, sometimes she's like, Mike, it's time for dinner. And it's the funniest thing because sometimes I'm all filled up on snacks. I have to say, sorry, I'm all filled up on snacks. Sorry, Mommy's all filled up on snacks. Mommy's out of milk. Mommy's all filled up on snacks. You do the math. Last week I caught Shane staring directly into the sun. This is before he told me about his dream. Staring directly into the sun, I said, "Shane!" He didn't respond. He just started laughing. But he never looked away from the sun. I don't know what that's all about. I've decided that my natural musk is the way to go. Let's go to comments. Snacks, XXX. From Drew Blomquist. That's funny. What are some of your dreams? What are some of your aspirations? What do you want to be? Does it bother you that you might not ever become that? Do dreams that you have after conceiving of yourself as a failure still count as dreams? Are you still an achiever and a winner if you accomplish those dreams? What if it was out of your control? But what if it was in your control? How much is that your fault? I asked my therapist that quite a bit. He laughs because he thinks I'm good at blurring a line for comfort. My platonic partner Carol and I prefer green shopping. Are Ked's dishwasher safe? Please comment below. If you have any, especially if you have a before and after pic. If you have a before and after pic, please comment with the pictures in the feed for the community to see and share with each other. I bought about 15 pairs of Keds last year with my tax return. I modeled for myself, and I created a private live stream on YouTube of the little fashion show I put on for myself. I was the only one who saw it, and I think I decided my natural musk is the way to go. Also, I'm going to start doing ankle calisthenics, ankle cals, because my ankles have been retaining water. I'm 31 and I have chubby ankles. I'm 31 and I have chubby ankles. You know, I said before, Mommy's all out of milk, but Mommy's got plenty of milk. Mommy's got plenty of milk. I don't know if we can get a... Can we zoom up? There's light scarring from that little boy with a hairy forehead. Dragged his fangs across my little... At the time, they were much puffier breasts. I didn't even know I had the milk sacs in there. But there, it was weird. I looked down, and I didn't... You know that thing when moms are breastfeeding, and they like it when their babies suckle on their boobs? And then they feel weird about it. Moms, please comment below. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be ashamed. It's not weird. Am I fucking up the love? Anyway, when I was a teenager, I also had very puffy nipples, which is common for teen boys. I remember there was one, I took a trip to Deep River Water Park, and I was more nervous about that than anything else. I was nervous that all my peers were going to see my puffed up nipples. But they weren't even that much bigger than they are now, but... Do we get enough of the nipples? Ben, I swear to God, if there's not enough nipple... If I go back and look at the archive footage and we didn't get enough of the... Or maybe we could just do some B-roll nipple footage later and splice it in. Oh. I lost my keys, but then I found my keys. It's on the way to pick up Shane. Like I said before, he's not my real son. So I get weekends with him sometimes. Get weekends and we go to restaurants. Those weekend trips to the restaurants are very important. Because number one, I love being a stepfather. Love it. More than boat ownership. I love being a stepfather. So I take my boy, my step boy, and I parade him around like a proud stepfather that I am. And B, also more than boat ownership, I am a consumer advocate. I'm a consumer advocate. It's about taking power where you can. I love green shopping and I love consumer advocacy, and I think it's going to be more important now to realize, stick up for what you can, because we're in a tumultuous situation. So green shopping is going to be critical. Consumer advocacy. I'm going to take you just as something to think about. I'm going to read a little bit of my Yelp page. Just think about Trump. Think about the havoc. Think about this vortex of hell that we're spinning in. If you're wondering if this place has Diet Sprite, it doesn't. 2 stars. Cafe Versailles. I'm a big gravy fan, and their gravy is top shelf. But a real taste for Diet Sprite, they didn't have any. 2 stars. Sorry, guys. Purple Pig. I'm pretty into gravy. In general, the gravy is solid, but what I really wanted was a little bit of Diet Sprite on ice. They didn't have any. Sorry, guys. 2 stars. Mommy's got plenty of milk. Stopped in here with my stepson, Big and Littles. The food was good, I guess, but I had a real taste for Diet Sprite. They didn't have any. Sorry, guys. 2 stars. Alinea. I heard a little hullabaloo about this place. Took my stepson here. Great gravy, but my stepson wanted Diet Sprite on ice. They didn't have any. Ruined the weekend. 2 stars. Pie High Cafe. Brought one of my stepsons here after he won a speech competition. Cool ambiance, but the cashier had a real mouth with me when I asked if they had Diet Sprite. Hard to find in this town, I guess. 2 stars. Birchwood Kitchen. I'll say right off the bat, I had to give this place 2 stars. I took my ex-partner Rory here for a dinner to talk about where we were at with the relationship. At the risk of sounding pretentious, we're definitely gravy connoisseurs, and don't get me wrong, the gravy was great. However, they didn't have Diet Sprite, and she'd gotten one of her moods after that. She ended up leaving me after the dinner, and I'll take responsibility for not being there like I should have been when her parents died, but I will absolutely not take responsibility for a restaurant with such high ratings not having Diet Sprite. I don't like leaving Yelp reviews, but right now I'm lost in a really scary way, and I think this could have been avoided if you just had a simple soda drink. 2 stars. Please fix this. Home Bistro. I swung through Home Bistro because someone at work mentioned cool ambiance, and I needed someplace cool to write a eulogy for my cousin. He was really great and really needed a focus to go there emotionally. I forgot what I ordered exactly, but I just remember leaving knowing that my cousin would have loved the thickness of the gravy, but would have been really upset by the lack of Diet Sprite on the soda gun. I'm sorry I cried so much in your store, but it's just a simple soda drink, and I wish you would think about what other people want. Sorry. 2 stars. Roos Carolina Kitchen. I don't like to leave negative reviews, but because I don't like to leave negative reviews because I don't like putting that kind of energy out into the world, but I came to the Roos Carolina Kitchen on an internet date and was pretty disappointed. My wife used to hit me, so dating's a big deal for me because of my trust issues, but I've been working out and going to therapy to work on myself, and I found a fit woman who likes to laugh on eating harmony, so I was like, why not, right? Life's too short. Anyway, gravy top notch. When I asked for Diet Sprite with some ice, they looked at me like I was speaking some African click-clack language. Sorry, 2 stars, guys. Please listen to your customers and please respect me as a damn man. Oh, Cheval. I came here after my friend's storytelling competition. She did a so-so job, but don't tell her I said so, LOL. If you're coming for the gravy, you're in the right place. Really thick, warm stuff. If you're looking for Diet Sprite, don't even think about it! My waitress laughed at me when I seemed upset. I don't feel like anyone was taking me seriously. We got in a car accident with a median. I don't even remember being there afterward. I don't know what that was all about, but I spent a day in the hospital because I broke both of my hands on the airbag. Overall, the experience left a really poor taste in my mouth. 2 stars. Let's go to comments. comments. There we go. Drew Blomquist says, obey your diet thirst. Thanks, Drew. Ben Schreiner says, nice nips. That was fun. All right. So we're in a limbo right now. But the thing about being in a limbo or in a void is that you're never not in one. You're always in one. You're always, if you're not, if you feel like you're finally not in one, boy oh boy, you're going to realize that you are soon. You're just alone. And that's okay. You're fun. You think funny thoughts. You think you can entertain yourself. You know that. But we'll make you not alone. How long have we gone? Nick Mills says, Limbo competition winner equals dirt sprite for life. Thanks, Nick. What a fun community we have going here. I don't know, Nick, if you meant dirt sprite or if you want to go back in and edit that comment. I've got another question from Ben Schreiner. Oh, man. Thanks for chiming in, Ben. Really appreciate it. Where'd you get that sweater? In the garbage. Somebody found it in the garbage and gave it to me. And when I was going through a divorce, I was going to throw it away because I didn't want any of my stuff. And then my friend Angie was like, stop throwing your clothes away. Stop that. Put them in this bag. And I did. So, now I've got this sweater still. Shout out to Angie. Nick Mills says, oh no, I did. He did mean Dirt Sprite. Dirt Sprite. Thanks, Nick. And Drew Blomquist. Thanks, Drew. Dirt don't hurt. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to share one more little thing. And I'm going to get out. Do we have a game plan? Nobody answer that. Anyway, blood and poop. There was a there was a National Geographic the other day about a natural waterfall of blood and poop. Blood and shit. For your, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say shit. But, because I was told to keep this PG-13, but you know what? You can say shit in PG-13 movies. So, shit. Blood and shit. Anyway, there's a natural spring of blood and shit. And the documentary was about this couple that there's couples travel to this waterfall to have sex under it. And I also get 2 F words. I was told I get 2 F words. And this is late in the broadcast. Like, probably all the chicken shits have checked out, so they fuck under the waterfall, blood and shit. And it's like a rite of passage. They christen their bodies. And they don't even love each other. It's actually a rule that they're not allowed to love each other when they fuck. That's the 2 F words. Did I say 3? Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. But anyway, so the trail to this waterfall is littered with corpses of couples that have tried to make the journey to the waterfall, but they die. But this one couple made it, and there's some. If you watch the documentary, they blur out the nipples and the vagina, but they blow up the penis. They make the penis bigger. And they interview them afterward, and they love themselves, and they respect each other, but the fucking is more about an individual journey underneath the waterfall of blood and poop. And funny story, they do a little background behind the waterfall. They don't know where it came from. All they know is that the folkloric tales about this little girl. She grew up in a village, and she was the village picked her kind of subconsciously to just be saddled with all their self-inadequacies and their deficiencies, and they never had the tools or the strength to just deal with it themselves. So they put everything on her. She fucked too much or too little, or that she ate too much bread, or that her feet were too big for the size kids that she would wear, or that she she built a temple to herself on top of this mountain, and she decided that she was gonna murder everyone that had given her any BS. But it was mainly one. To be honest with you, it was mainly a 9-foot-tall anthropomorphized dog. That was the ringleader. You wouldn't think it, but I mean, I would think that. If I was in a village and I saw a 9-foot-tall anthropomorphized dog shouting orders at people, I'd be like, good, somebody's the head honcho. But anyway, this thing was a dick. And so, but when she turned 14 in this village, when she was to become a woman, she invited the big dog into the temple and hung him upside. First gave him tea, but the tea was drugged, and he would only be awake for another couple seconds. When he woke up, he was hanging upside down, and she gave him a little kiss on the mouth, and then cut his stomach open, and then just bathed herself in the blood and shit that was all cooped up inside of him. And this cleansed her. She was able to take power back. So now couples go and they don't love each other, but they fuck under the blood and poop of the waterfall. So. Mommy's out of milk, so I mean, mommy's not out of milk, but mommy's out of milk for now. My nipples are tiny and my breasts have shrunk down. The little hairy four-headed blind boy that I mentioned earlier, it was me. It was just a manifestation of my relationship to myself. That was a metaphor. So, something to think about. Appreciate everybody watching. And remember to, you're alone, and it's okay. You're never not alone, and it's going to be okay.